We may work with them, we may live with them, we may even love them. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about toxic people. Toxic people are not necessarily bad people, however, they are bad for you. People do not come with warning labels, and so we have to pay attention, close attention, to figure out which people are good for us and which people are not so good. And so you're certain to encounter different people throughout your life, and learning to avoid the toxic ones can help you to lead a happier, less stressful life. And by avoid, I mean you may not be able to avoid, but at least limit your time with those people that bring you down. So how can we tell if someone is indeed toxic? They tend to be very negative. They complain, they whine. There's a lot of drama around a toxic person, and usually it's of their own making. Toxic relationships can result in very low self-esteem for yourself, and also real life problems. So just as toxic substances can make you very sick, so can someone with a very negative attitude. And when you're around that person, you feel lethargic and depressed, and just, possibly you become very negative yourself. And so we need to protect ourselves from all toxic substances, including people. But how do we do this? Well, first of all, you can ignore them or avoid them. Try to spend as little time as possible with that person. And also, do not let yourself get drawn into their petty arguments. Toxic people just love drama, as I said before, but you don't have to take a front row seat to their performance. And toxic people also tend to be very self-absorbed, controlling, and hurtful. And so take everything that they say with a grain of salt. Never really rely or trust a toxic person. And also set boundaries and stick with them. Sure, we can set boundaries. They can call and say, I want to come over now. And you say, no, you can't come over now. But then, they show up at our door, and what do? Oh, come on in. Can I get you a coffee? Set your boundaries and be very firm. There is a fine line between helping and enabling. So, just know when to say no and to remove yourself from the situation. And rather than being upset with the person, find a solution. And sometimes the solution can be counseling, but a lot of times the main solution is just simply walking away. And so lastly, to protect yourself from toxic people, work on yourself. Work on your own self-esteem, because as you attain healthier self-esteem, you're going to begin to realize that you do not deserve to be treated badly, ever. And so, when you begin to feel better about yourself and realize that you're worth the time and energy of positivity, then you're not going to allow that person to take over your life and make you feel bad. So our joy and happiness should come from within, rather than the opinions and actions of other people. So if there are toxic people in your life, just be sure to evaluate how you can handle that relationship and take the appropriate steps to care and protect for yourself. Stay safe.